Greetings, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the casual collector. And in this segment of 1:1 scale military action figures takes, I am showcasing the Gridiron Studios one-man army gun number 2. Yeah. So this was a weapon that's supposed to have come with my order with the Cyclops kit, but instead I got 2 Cyclops kits. So, yeah. That's not, anyways, I was pretty excited about this, but then it came and I noticed that it might be too doggone big for any of the Joes. And surely enough, when I put it on them, it was huge, guys. Like this gun is huge. So I had to find somebody or something that had to that could use this, that would somehow be congruent and make sense and not look too big on. Yeah, and the perfect figure that I could think of at the moment, if I had unless I had like a cable or something, was this Night Force Steel Brigade. He looks like the perfect model for the moment, because he's just tall enough to make it so that it doesn't look too obnoxious, and because of his like mechanic like head or helmet, it looks like he could be a Master Chief or a cyborg of some sort that could carry something like this without struggling, because this thing is super huge, guys. Yeah, this thing looks great, but it is huge. And I think, like I said, I think this is the only figure that I can think of that wears it well enough. Like let's look at the ratio of what I mean, right? So here is my other favorite model, Night Force Wolf Spider Parma, rocking an arsenal of pew pews, Scar, which is it's kind of a pretty big weapon. And yeah, look at how big this sucker really is. Now, if we were to trade weapons and put them on, he might not look like he actually fits it. He's just so small in comparison. Right, so let's try. So, yeah, it's just so heavy too that you have to. You see what I'm saying? This thing is so heavy that he has a problem standing up without falling forward. That's how. See how awkward that is? And you guys know he's my favorite sexy sniper posing dude, and he's struggling, right? Yeah, just I don't know how they can get it to make sense with how heavy. Yeah, this something like a roadblock or a gung ho would have to rock, because of how big that sucker is, right? And yeah, just and again, to put things in perspective, Scar, look, it's the ratio is just right for this dude. Now, again, like a basic rifle rake to go with this dude. Just would look congruent, but now it seems small because of just how big this sucker really is, right? But before I put it on him, back on him, you guys got to see what it looks like. It's got like elephant killer bullets. I'm just like, what? Grenade launcher with a 50 cal tip or more. Shoot, this weapon was just meant to kill a bunch of people. You know what I mean? Just meant to one-man army gun. I guess, you know, say less. And this guy looks like, based on his mask. And by the way, I tried this on steel core. Ooh, he cannot hold this sucker. He really can't. And yeah, his hand was giving me so much trouble. The steel core commander, I figured that of all the Joes, he would be the guy, but nah, he really really struggles with this weapon. So the closest that I could get somebody to wield this without looking too out of control is my boy here, the night, you know, the night brigade, night brigade, uh, night ops steel brigade. My bad. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, didn't mean to mess that up. I meant to say, yeah, uh, night ops steel brigade. I mean, any of the steel brigades can rock because they're the same exact, you know, buck body or whatever, but you know, with different colors. And I figured this, you know, he was due for one because I just couldn't think of a weapon that he could, you know, wear that would make sense. And you know, this is the closest thing that I think that makes him stick out. You know, like, forget this. I'm just gonna kill them all. One man army gun. You know, yeah, I think it's a good look, especially on this guy. That I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I thought that in the thumbnail, this was a good doggone look. You just do it all. Arsenal PPs, I think, did a good job designing this weapon. Only problem is it might be just a scale, you know, a little bit too big, which has been a little bit of my primary, you know, trepidation, I guess, when dealing with getting their weapons. You know, my apprehension. In this case, yeah, I don't know. It looks like it could work with him, Roadblock, or the bigger GI Joe, you know, figures. The only thing is, I don't really see Gung Ho, you know, doing this. Maybe, I guess, maybe him and Roadblock, or Roadblock, I guess. But I see this guy having more of a. It just doesn't fit their attitude. It fits their body size, I guess, really. But you know, I don't know. This looks like it's a little too busy, even for something like Roadblock. But it's not too busy for somebody who's got robotic mechanic, you know, RoboCop looking, kind of reminding me of Guyver kind of tendencies, you know, some futuristic stuff. Yeah. Um, yeah. Reminds me of that one movie. I think it's the Exterminator 2000 or Exterminator 3000, where this guy put together like a mashup of all the different guns, and he was just going to town killing everybody in a post-apocalyptic situation. So yeah, I like the way this looks for the most part on Steel Brigade of the Night Ops variety. Yeah. All right, folks, that's all I got for this segment of One to Scale Military Action Figures Takes the Gridiron Studios One Man Army Gun 2. One man army, yeah, man army gun version number 2, I guess. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the Casual Collector, and until the next video, folks, ciao.